Okay, this is an easy peasy lemon squeezy type of lesson. If you find this difficult, here we go. This should look very familiar. Okay, let's call this A. Let's call this B. Let's call this C. This should look familiar. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. This is what's called the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, the Pythagorean theorem. You use the Pythagorean theorem if you're looking for the areas of one or the sides, one of the sides of a triangle, okay? We're using this theorem in order to find this area. We're gonna skip this for now because in focus, we're gonna talk about how we solve when it's just an x squared. Well, remember, x squared equals 49. If I square root, I get two answers. It's 7 and -7. It can never equal a negative. Okay, because whenever we square root a negative, it's not possible. No es posible. Let's look at an example here. Boop, 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 and boop, boop, boop. X would be 13, and then x would be -13. Voila, that's it. This one, not possible because there's a negative next to the 16, and it can never equal x squared. Negatives can never equal x squared. What about this one? Your goal is to get x by itself. So let's get x by itself. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 7. Boop, we get 16. Now x squared by itself, so let's square root 16. Boop, it's positive or -4. Same thing with this one, right? We divide by -3. Boop, we get 8. Boop, that's our answer, plus or minus radical 8. Okay, so now let's talk about this one here. If I divide by 5, x squared equals 25. X would then be 5, and then x would be -5. Okay, boop, we got it. How about this one here? Okay, if I multiply both sides by 2, because I get rid of the -1/2, x squared equals 72. I square root both sides, x equals radical 72, and then x equals negative radical 72. Voila, easy, okay? Here, in this next example, again, your goal is to get x squared by itself to then square root both sides. We add 5, divide by 3. X squared equals 9. We square root, boop, it's plus or minus 3. Easy, okay? Let's do this next one. I'm going to add 19. -5x squared equals, wow, what the heck? I don't know off the top of my head, but let's do it here. 144 plus 19. 19. That's what I thought, 163. You cannot divide by, well, it'll be negative anyway. So x squared equals -163 over 5. This is not possible because there's a negative equaling x squared. There's no answer for this, okay? Let's do this one here. Subtract 17. 3x squared equals 209 minus 17. Let's do that real quick on our phone/calculator. That's going to be 192. That is divisible by 3. Divide that by 3. We get 64. X squared equals 64. Square root both sides. It's going to be 8 and then -8. Voila, easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? Last example here, a cell phone tower has a guide wire for support as shown. This is gonna be the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And notice how these are exactly the same. So I can say x squared plus x squared equals 200 squared. 2x squared equals 40,000. 40,000 divided by 2. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so 47 divided by 2, that's 20,000. X squared equals 20,000. And x would equal the square root of 20,000. There you go. We have the answer. And notice how boop, 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 we got it. And that's the exact answer, essentially. Okay, so it's approximately 141. Okay, now let's find the distance from the base to the midpoint. Okay, so we found out, okay, that let's pull out actually that triangle, okay? So boop, let's see how we can boop, boop, boop this, okay? This is gonna be the hypotenuse right here. So I'm gonna say boop, that this is radical 20,000, okay? This is 200 feet. So in this case, we can say one of the sides is actually 100 because it's half of it. Let's say we're looking for the height, we'll call that x, okay? So I'm gonna say x squared plus 100 squared equals the square root of 20,000 squared. Okay, x squared plus 10,000 equals 20,000 subtract by 10,000. Okay, and then x would then equal the square root of 10,000. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We did it. You got it. It's simple. That concludes the lesson. Good luck.